Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Grow Up. Now, in my growing nitpick of pause menus that play music or noise, this game actually has quite a weird one. You're getting little telerouter modem sounds and noises that are more annoying than just being in the game in general. I've taken a little bit of a break. And I guess in general we're just trying to make our way to a telerouter. Small bits of new flora form found. Well, can we perhaps not? Let's see. We might as well grab it if we can find it. Let's see, so jump back, hover up, and see if that actually got us any extra height. No, it really didn't. I did need to take a little bit of a break. I can definitely feel that my fingers were starting to hurt from all that. Oh, what's this? A flora form generates its own air current. Swipe, swipe, swipe. It's kind of... well, whatever that was saying. So now that I can throw that as an item, I'm kind of in a position where I think I could probably cheat the system pretty easily to get up higher. Meanwhile, it looks like from a distance I can see one crystal over here, or maybe that's a pod challenge. I would guess that the blinkingness is actually a pod challenge. Still have kind of a weirdness with the way this whole thing works with the glide. It's clearly pretty obvious their decision here was to not have a any kind of item or transport that was majorly improved as compared to the first game. They didn't want you to run into a scenario where you had a jetpack or an airplane that was just infinite by default, even with just the general ability to get abilities separate from what it was in the first game. In the first game, you actually had to collect the crystals to get abilities. Here, it's really easy to get abilities because they're their own separate thing. So down we go. And we're getting slightly closer to a crystal. But all we really were doing is we wanted to get to this telerouter. And the reason why we wanted to get to the telerouter is so that we could then find the last piece, which is here, and see if we can climb our way up higher. So teleroute to where this star plant is. Alright, so stand here, press X, and that's exactly what we needed to do. Alright. And yeah, there's a crystal around here somewhere, but let's not worry about that right now. Three batteries feels like more than enough to just make it And it feels like, for the most part, our backup spot will be to go to the right on that lower island. It feels like, for the most part, that these things, gonna see if I can gain some more height with my eat this. Most of the ship parts have a telerouter somewhere near them, so in a weird way we're kind of almost doing this backwards, where we're getting up high and going down. That might have been an interesting idea, certainly, instead of having it be grow up. Why not go down, or grow down? There you go. That is not bad at all. So we'll just use as much of this as possible, and that's all we have to do. Is we've got another piece. We haven't gotten any cutscenes or anything from Mom since that first one, so that kind of sucks. I was expecting a little bit more. Let's see, I guess I'm gonna have to hover a little bit so I can grab it. And while he's off carrying that piece, I'll see if I can grab this crystal. Okay. And I guess we'll look and we'll zoom in a little bit more to see if yeah, I see a pod challenge, but I don't see a telerouter. Over here there's a telerouter, so let's go for that. And then where's the remaining ship piece? Seems like maybe you can't get the last couple until you get the star plants growing all the way to their top part. So we may just have to like mess with that stuff. Now, there's no avoiding it. Right, so we are going this way. Try and get vertical height. I still don't really feel like I'm needing to like go out of my way to try and grab crystals, though. Let's see. Right. Alright, well that's not quite working as much as I would like it to. Let's see. And we barely have just... I think it's close to... like 4 creatures. Alright, so look, grab this creature. I could have totally seen the idea of having Bud have the ability to stun characters and then take those stunned characters and use them. Here. This is a nice docile creature. Let's see if we can drag this up here and see if there's anything about that happens. I wonder if maybe I'm misremembering the game completely. That might be the case. Maybe you never scanned in things in the first game, and I just would do that every now and then because I was being kind of silly. Let's see. So, with 2 more crystals until 1 more upgrade, I wouldn't be surprised if 1 more upgrade somehow did introduce a even more simplistic way in which this whole system worked. Alright. Or an easier way to travel. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like this game wants to be a nightmare. Yeah, having to grow down as a concept is something that could have been done, certainly. That would have been slightly interesting. So we have to decide where we want to go at this point. Alright. So we're way up here, and we need to find out if there is a star plant at all in this snow-capped section. And it kind of doesn't seem like there is. So, where's the closest star plant? That looks like it might be a star plant, but I'm not sure it is. It's just a cactus, actually. Down here. Yeah. Where does that cave actually fall down to? Is that just water at the bottom of the cave? I guess it is. At the bottom of the volcano. Right. Here's a star plant. This is the cactus one. As far as I can tell, that one grew to its highest point and flowered. Maybe you do have to do some of the pod challenges. I find that hard to believe, though. Alright, here's a star plant to work on. Like, if I really do have to do a pod challenge before I can find the last 2, that would be annoying. Because I just don't feel ready. Right. Here we go. Use ball mode to quickly dive, it says. Just don't let mom see you do it. Now when I'm hitting these, I'm not really getting any extra time. And while this is flying me around places, unless I was to redo this challenge later on, like, I don't want to make that split decision. And I have like 30 seconds, and this is very laid back and slow. I'm kind of questioning that. Feels like I should have swooped and dived a little bit more. Like 10 seconds. 6 seconds. 3 seconds. Not gonna make it. Nowhere close. Clearly. So, perhaps the challenges closer to the ground are a little bit easier to do. Otherwise, I'm left mostly scratching my head, wondering how you're supposed to gain that extra speed. What's funny is this is pulling me upward, so I'm getting an updraft kind of for no reason. And we have some glowing red rocks over there. Perhaps the last remaining sun ship pieces are connected inside the star plants, and when they bloom we'll find a piece inside of them, or maybe they will grow really tall and turn out to crash through a mountainside, and I guess that wouldn't make a lot of sense as to why a ship piece would be inside a rock floating island, but why are the islands floating in the first place? Okay. So let's do this. That looks good to me. Just fly down and climb. I'll just climb down here. And actually, this might not be something that grows. Nope. That wasn't a growing part. Alright, so we'll just go down to this one over here. I guess that's the growing part. It's a good thing this is a drone and not a real human, because most of these actions would be unacceptably dangerous. Alright, let's see how we can pull back up and see if we can. Come on. I accidentally hit the wrong button there and I dropped a plant. Alright. So I'm gonna jump off and try and get some height. And it doesn't seem like it really wants to let me do that. It's almost as if near certain objects, just in the sphere of influence of those certain objects, you are given different amounts of control. Like everything has a circle of gravity around it. So this starseed requires 8 rocks. That's pretty much all I'm gonna focus on, is just growing it to its maximum height, and then we'll look around and see if we can find another one that will get us to our maximum height. Let's see. I'm gonna hold on for a second and see where it is. Yes. And the next one is way up there. That might be too far to actually reach, but we'll try this. I would almost make an argument you could make this game last longer if you simply had it just be a case where each rock on the planet gave some amount of energy to the star seeds, star plants, and that was it. Like, you would just take that for whatever it was, and everything was just an established value, so you could grab any combination of many rocks instead of very specific rocks. But I guess if you played it that way, you would probably run into scenarios where it might be super easy or really likely that most people who play the game would just grab a large collection of very low to the ground rocks instead of going higher for more height. Oh, this is another plant I need to scan. I think I missed one. A spore child is ballistic form like a fireworky but a bit less explodery. Okay. Alright, there's another one around here, so let's see if we can find another sprout. Yeah, there's one over there. Sprout stem. I kind of wish the game had given a name to that, and even if yeah, it probably did, but it probably only mentioned it once, whereas I think the game needed to probably have a way to toggle the menu to see all of the stems when you're near a plant or near a star plant anyways. An adaptive map system of some sort would be helpful. You see that in some games, and usually when it is in some games it's rather helpful. If you're in a certain area, more things in that area become visible. As you get further and further away, some things that aren't really that important stop becoming visible. Assassin's Creed, I think at least one of the Assassin's Creed games had something like that, where like at the very least when you were in a mode where you needed to hide, it would show you hiding spots, but if you weren't really in that mode, you didn't need it, so it wouldn't show it to you. Alright, this is almost a straight up shot, so I'm just gonna have to jump straight down again. And I think this is the closest sprout. Let's speed this up a little bit. Still definitely have the awkwardness of trying to wrangle these plants. Nope. That is not what I was going for. Is it worth it to climb back up there? I think it is. I mean, we're so close, it would be ridiculous to leave this area, go try to do something else, and then have to come back to this area. It's still a decent amount of work when you're actually growing these plants. There's no easy way to cheat the system any more than I have already, which is honestly a decent amount. I've figured out good strategies. Right, so we're going that direction. So I gotta pull up and angle quite a lot. And there's another plant over here to scan. What is this? It's gonna smack me in the head. Trebuquet. It flings you for miles. Interesting. So where are we on plants? If we throw one of those, this will mark a bunch of these as being done. So there's only like 2 more plants in this whole game to collect, and this last crystal, hold B and to release, and release to charge with the ball. And we'll just get rid of a lot of this stuff. Right, what else do we have to throw? Some more of those. One of those. Yeah, I'm not sure that we ever found a reason to use those kind of plants. These guys just they just get curious and they fly near you. Interesting. The idea that these plants can be grown almost anywhere, and the game seems like it will just save the locations of everything, is actually kind of surprising. Right, that's not actually something that I think is going to be useful. Alright, almost got flung. We've got our plant. It needs, there's another island over there, there's an island over there. It doesn't look like there are any more islands, so my guess is what went on here, we'll go for that one, is we missed some lower islands. Yeah, it seems like that's the case, and that shouldn't be too big of a problem. We'll just fling ourselves down here. And which one do I want to take? This one? It seems like the game intentionally put out 3 sprouts that are pointing towards that island. So I guess like plants grow towards sunlight, they also grow towards these energy islands. You get some weird feelings, like maybe every time you crackle, you turn the thing and guide it, maybe that's a factor that makes it grow less. It's probably not true. Shygrass, a unique flower form that's capable of quickly hiding. It's not much as a self-defense mechanism, but it is actually whatever. And we're still kind of struggling with the slight issues. Yeah. Of the text not staying on screen long enough. Right. There's one more up there and a little sprout there. So I imagine that's where we should go next. Just land on this plant. Right. So, bud suits. I feel like we probably will get maybe this suit if we unlock all of the plants just by telling by the silhouette. But we may not get any of them. As far as challenges, we still have yet to do any. Our maximum greatest height, we still have not really gotten any higher than when we could before. So clearly, we may only be like 1/3 of the way done with the game. Which, that would be interesting, certainly. And then, if we come out of this, and we hold down X, we can see there's only one more plant. Like, only one more plant, and I imagine that might be something we don't even see until close to the end of the game. So we made a good amount of progress. It's been another 30 minutes, so that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.